Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with a super special one. Today is the 2,000 subscriber hop for my friend Christine. I'm combining that with Mad About Mini paper pads and Scraptember's prompt for the 20th, which is hearts. So all the things are happening. There's lots of stuff going on with Christine's hop, and I'll get into that in just a minute. For Scraptember, the prompt is hearts, like I said. So I got lots of different things. For Midnight About Mini paper pads, I have this small color box paper pad that had like 100 sheets in it, and now it's down to like 25. So I'm trying to use as much of that as I can. I'm documenting a couple pictures from Pride, so rainbows, perfect time for that. And then I have all sorts of ways to bring hearts onto the layout, including a couple of dies that I've already cut out, a punch that I've already used, a couple loosey-goosey embellishments, like I just pulled things. This is a mixed media paper. It is a liftoff, a second generation liftoff. This one right here is my actual liftoff. I sprayed out a mixed media paper, laid another one down on it, pulled it away, and then used that white one to pull up the extra after that. So these are the loosey-goosey things that I pulled from multiple places in hopes that I can use, I know not all of it, but a lot of it on this layout. I do still want to be able to see the mixed media and everything, so I don't want to completely cover the page, but I want to get all the things that Christine is asking for. Of course, a bunch of hearts, my pictures, and some mixed mini paper pads. So I got my paper and my mini paper pad, my pictures, my prompt. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to trim this down barely a 1/4 inch on the top and side, or anyway on two sides, so that I can have a thin black background. I love bright colors, rainbow colors, pastel colors on a black background, or with that accent of black, because it helps just make them even more vivid and even more bright. So that's the plan. I am going to put lots and lots of stuff on here, but I wanted to make sure that I trim my paper down first so I don't go crazy like I've been doing lately and forget to do that, and then in the end go, I don't know if I'm able to trim that down or not. So I'm trying to think. I did do some planning for this layout beforehand, which I don't always do, henceforth scrapping on the fly. I normally don't do planning, but I was trying to fiddle around with my die cuts, and I'm glad I did, because I picked out one that I was going to really love to use, and it did not cut right, so I was very upset. So I pulled out this doily one, and I like this a lot. So I'm laying it out now to see what I want to do, but it's not going to look like that. So just so you know, it's not going to look like that. I'm sorry. I am sucking on a cough drop because the weather change has made me absolutely crazy. And I didn't want to cough through my video, but now all you can hear is me messing with this dang piece of candy. Anyway, more cough drop. I have double matted my pictures in a teal and a minty green, not minty, but like a aqua green, and then a pink and a purple. Totally reasons for all of it. And then I'm going to just start adding things. Now, for Christine's hop, because she's hit 2,000 subscribers, whoop, whoop, not a surprise at all, she wants us to talk about or document our 20 reasons why we scrapbook. Okay, now I thought, okay, that's a lot. But and then she also wanted us to put at least 2 pictures, at least 20 items on our layout. Journaling is highly suggested, and a creative title, and she wanted it to be in our style. Now, random and rainbow are 2 very, very big parts of my life. I am very random, and I love rainbows for multiple reasons. Of course, I love bright color and all that kind of stuff. So those are 2 very big parts of the way that I create. So I got all of that under control. So here are my 20 reasons why. And maybe I'm cheating a little, I don't know. But I also considered just naming 20 people, because but I didn't do that. I'm kind of combining a little bit. So my number one and number two reason why is Katie and Jameson, which are my boy, and my daughter, my son. And then my number three reason is AJ, my grandson. My number 4 and 5 is my mom and dad. My number 6, 7, 8, and 9 are my grandparents. My number 10, I just lumped in the rest of my family because I could have hit over 20 just with family. My number 11 is friends, who I also lumped together, even though some of them I have stronger relationships with, but I just put them all together for the sake of this list. My number 12 is to remember everything, to help me remember the things. My number 13 is to honor. So to remember the people who have gone on before me and to honor the people who are still with me. My number 14 is to help me remember small events and dates, because I'm really, really good with dates. That's part of my ADHD brain. And so like dates really stick with me. So when I actually date a layout, that information will stick with me a whole lot longer than if I just guesstimate. My number 15, it lets me relive the moments, whether they're good or bad, which is why sometimes the bad moments to document are hard because you relive them. My number 16 is to use my creative side. I've said this before, I am not artistic at all. But in this one outlet right here, I feel creative, I feel artistic. I can't draw, I can't paint, I can't work with clay or anything like that, but I feel comfortable and confident in my ability to create a scrapbook layout that I'm happy with, that I'm proud of. And I mean, some obviously are better than others, and some are kind of simple, and some are really detailed, but I feel comfortable, confident, and happy with the way that I create when I'm creating scrapbook layout. My number 17 is to bring smiles, not just to myself, but to others. My number 18, the last three are the most important to me, I think. Not like, obviously, my children are the most important, but the most important reason for me to do this is to tell a story. To tell my story. Whether it's about my son or my daughter or my grandson, through my eyes, it is me telling their story, my story, how their story impacts me. And so that's really important to me. Number 19 would be my mental health, because scrapbooking and using that craft and documenting the moments and reliving the moments is really good for my mental health. And it's probably what, my goodness, it's probably what keeps me going every day, other than obviously, my reasons, my children, my grandson and stuff. And number 20 is for myself. I used to scrapbook for the sake of documenting life, so that later down the road, my kids, my grandkids could see them. And while that is important, and I do want that, I can't control them. I can't control what they do with my books when I am gone. I can only control myself and how I am. And so I do it for myself. That is honestly my number one reason, because it is so positive. It's such a positive thing for me. And it has given me so much more to look forward to in the end of the day. That relaxing time to sit down and pull out all the papers and pull the stickers out. I've always loved stickers. I had a sticker book when I was a kid. I always loved drawing, even though I was bad at it. I think I made scrapbooks when I was a kid. Like, I know I have some from like late high school, early college years, where I just like stuck things in a book. So it is something really important to me and for myself. And so I'm really grateful to a lot of people in the scrapbooking community who kind of helped me see that I'm not scrapbooking for other people as much as I am scrapbooking for myself. And I love that. And so I'm really excited to have like really thought about my top 20 reasons why this community really should have been on that list too, because I love this community so much. So I just love how supportive we are. And so in November, I'm going to do a series called Thankfully Inspired, where I talk about some of the creative people who have inspired me along my scrapbooking journey. And I can promise you that Christine will be on there, because she is absolutely inspirational and I adore her and her craft. She is so fun to watch. She is so fun to get to know through her documenting of her life and her daughter's life, because her daughter is stunning and she takes really good pictures. And so she, I mean, obviously Christine documents herself and her husband and stuff like that too, but her daughter is one of her main things, kind of like, my grandson. And so I just enjoy her so much. She's such a kind soul, and listening to her accent is fantastic. And she laughs and has a good time creating, and she's just lovely. So I hope you will go check her out and celebrate with her, as well as the other people who are hopping along to celebrate her. And the Mad About Benny paper pads and Scraptember. Like I said, it is a busy day with prompts, and the hops and everything. I did journal on my layout. Super, super simple. I just wrote, he was a hit at Pride 2025, writing in style with his entourage, which would be me and his mother. My title says Loving This Life of Mine, and absolutely. And the wordy bits say things like snapshots and stories, adventures await, today's plan, a big deal, priority, outfit of the day, today's a perfect day to be happy and choose joy. It also says happily ever after and live rather than exist, which I think are all really, really good wordy bits for a Pride layout. So yes, this layout definitely yells and screams my name, and my style. And so I hope that you all have enjoyed this adventure. Sorry I didn't really give you a whole lot of details about what I was doing. If you have questions, please put them in the comments. I promise you I'll respond. I would love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layout. Tell me what your reasons why are. I love to know why people create. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you'll come back and see me again really soon. Congratulations, Christine. You are absolutely deserving, and I am so happy for you. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.